welcome everybody, as you already said, and thank you for a very motivational, very inspirational speech. That was wonderful. Thank you. It's on. Hello? Ah. Hello. That makes sense. Okay. Very good. I learn as I go along. So the programming, I was going to be introducing the programming for the rest of the day today. And we had a little bit of a discussion, and as Srikanth was saying, Sanjay has the habit of actually forcing events, forcing innovation on the fly, on the spur of the moment, and we decided to react and respond to a lot of the feedback that we got from the AFI Forum attendees last year, as well as some of the outreach activities that we've been engaged in, over the course of the 1 week or 2 weeks prior to this event. And there was another program that was going to be held in place of what's currently going to happen. There's going to be a mentoring workshop. But we figured what better way, based on the feedback that we got, what better way to provide mentoring than through partnership. And that would be via each one of you partnering with people that you are interested in. And we're going to try and facilitate that process of partnering with each other to provide a form of peer mentoring. The idea of mentoring, I think, also received a little bit of feedback that said, well, we are mature enough, we have certain needs and we have certain ideas of our own, and it'd be really nice for us if we had a forum where we could put out these ideas and we could profile the kind of people that we'd like to partner with. Yeah? And we're going to facilitate that process now, and I'm going to go through some of those details, and that will last us through the lunch hour, at which point we break for lunch at about 1 o'clock or a little after 1, so that gives us about 2 hours. Subsequent to that, we'll have the rest of the programming, which is, as I think most of you would have seen the early drafts of the agenda, we'll have the lunch and then the sector-specific discussions, maybe a break for a little tea, refreshments, and then we'll have another discussion on the cross-sectoral topics. And then after that, we'll break for a little while and then have dinner with Desh Deshpande. Yeah? So before we get into the actual details and the logistics of the session that's going to follow next, I'd like to, if folks are available or around, it's good to introduce the folks at AFI. I don't think that's actually been done. I know we've come up on the stage and said, so-and-so is going to talk and so-and-so is introduced, but we all know Sanjay. He's rooted in his passion for this effort. And it clearly shows through, and it just infiltrates everybody that he speaks with and touches. I happen to be one of those people. Actually, I got roped into this all the way from California, and I'm here now speaking in front of you, partly as a result of the efforts here that Sanjay has put through. There's also Srikanth Shastri, who you already seen a little earlier. He's going to be helped by Rama and Amrita and a few other volunteers. I think Ravi Saripalle was not here in the room. He's outside helping out. So there's Srikanth, Sanjay, myself, Chaitanya, Ravi Saripalle, and there's Aditya Pant. And I think they're going to reach out to all of you and say hi and introduce themselves. But I thought I'd just throw the names out, so at least you're familiar with the names, if nothing else. Okay. So, without further ado then, the way this is going to be structured is we will have what we're calling the YSI Partnership Opportunity Forms. So those will be distributed to you by Srikanth and company here. And these are forms which will be soliciting input from you. It's just a single sheet of paper. Single sheet of paper like this. And you'll all get your own copies of this. It asks you to fill out details of yourself, your name, organization, your mobile number, your email, your contact, your location, where in India are you from, and so on and so forth. And in addition to that, it has 3 boxes. First box is for information about the kind of technologies that you employ in your organization. Yeah? AFI is focused on the use of technology as an enabler for scaling. That's why we focused on the use of technology in your organization as the first thing. The second is the focus areas in your organization for the scaling efforts that you're undergoing right now. You might be doing pilot in small regional areas. You might want to scale out to larger regional areas, statewide or nationwide or what have you. How do you use technology or other enablers to scale out geographically or perhaps in the processes? It may not be a geographical scale, whatever it might be. Information around that would be in the second box. And the third and last box is asking you to fill out information about the profile of the kind of people you'd like to partner with in the workshop today. Yeah? These could be, and there are some examples at the bottom that talk about somebody that might want to interact with tech-savvy SMEs, for example. Their organization is willing to scale out, is ready to scale out now, and they're willing to go to the next step and take advantage of technology to reach out, right, to a larger audience. So they want to connect with tech-savvy SMEs to get mentorship, get some help to reach out, to a wider geographical scale, marketing/outreach skills, those kind of things. If you can list the profile of the kind of people you'd like to meet, put those down there. And once you've completed that, you can take it outside, and there'll be desks where there will be alphabetized labels, names, with your last names. Thank you. We were having a discussion this morning about whether it should be the first name or the last name. In California, we pretty much do it by last name, and I wasn't sure how you do it in India, so my apologies. So by last name, and you can go there, according to your last name, and submit your form, and you'll get labels back. So we'll be posting these forms that you filled out on the windows right around this rotunda over here, okay? And when they're posted up, we'll have sections of you stand against your folder so that people can then come and meet you, right, and read the profile and the descriptions you've given. And if they're interested, they can provide labels, right? Envelopes will be provided to you, and they'll be dropping their names and their labels in those envelopes. Srikanth and the others here, and Ravi, if he's back, will walk you through some of this. But once you fill it out, you'll be told how this works. Are there any questions on this? I know I kind of rushed through this because we're a little short on time, but I think we can figure it out. We're all innovators, and we'll work through this. All right. Thank you.